What's going on, folks? My name is Spice. This is Spice Can't Fish. Today I hopped in the car, drove a little bit. We found ourselves a little pond over here, found ourselves a little pond back there, got ourselves a few rods in a few hours, and we're gonna see if we can get bit. Now, I haven't fished this spot in probably 3 or 4 years. I kind of forgot it existed, to be honest, but from what I remember, it's a little bit dirty, it's pretty shallow. So I figured we come on back down here now that I know what I'm doing a little bit more, and we'll see if we can catch a few fish out of here. So yeah, like I said, we got a few hours out here. We're gonna see if we can make something happen. The last time I was out here fishing, I don't really think I did all too well, but I do remember seeing and at least getting bit by a couple of fish. And there should be a ton of fish up here. I'm already seeing some bluegill beds from up here, so I'm sure that the bluegill are spawning. And if you guys saw my last video, you know that if the bluegill are spawning up shallow, the bass are gonna be hanging right around them trying to eat them. But yeah, I'm gonna get you guys strapped into my chest. We're gonna head on down to the first spot, and we'll see if we can get bit by a few fish today. Excuse me, Kobe Chase. I'm gonna come down here and do some fishing if you don't mind. Look at y'all waddling down the bank. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. Alrighty, folks, spot numero uno. We're gonna see if we can make something happen out here. I just picked a little tiny pond today. Just a super skinny, super shallow looking deal. Should have a little bit of depth going down that way, but over here, at least on this end, it's pretty damn shallow. But I've heard there's some decent fish in here. I've heard there's a good population of fish at least, so we're gonna see if we can get bit. I'm already seeing a ton of bluegill beds, and there's a couple more right here in front of me. There's actually a bluegill on that one, and that one. All right, so yeah, I think we're fishing in just about the right spot. I'm gonna start off with the old whacking rig, because that seems like it just gets bit regardless, especially if these bass are kind of messing around with the bluegill. And yeah, we're just gonna make some casts around this little area right here, see if we can't get lucky. Oh God. Got him. Second cast got a little dude. Came up and popped the old whacking rig. I like that. Alrighty. Nice. Little tiny largemouth for the first one of the day. Come here, buddy. Yeah. Alright, alright, alright. I got you, bro. Huh. Well, that didn't take too long at all. Not a very big fish, obviously, but right where he was supposed to be. Threw up super shallow just across the bank over there. Like I said, there's a ton of little bluegill beds over there. And usually, if there's bluegill beds up shallow, there's going to be a bunch of little bass around them. See, buddy? Trying to eat the bluegill, eat the little bluegill fry and whatnot. But yeah, that's a good sign. I think I got bit on the first cast, caught a fish on the second cast, so may have found a little juicy nugget right here, folks. All right, little time check for you guys. It is just after 3 p.m. I don't know why I keep picking to go fishing in the middle of the day. It is super hot right now, but we're gonna see if we can pick up a few more. I'm gonna try and fish this little shady area real quick, and we'll keep moving on down the bank a little bit. But I think these little bluegill beds are gonna kind of be the ticket. If you guys saw the last video, we were actually out at a little pond, kind of similar to this, but sets up kind of differently. But regardless, the bluegill are spawning in this one as well, and I think this is probably gonna be the main ticket today. It's just kind of picking these fish off around the bluegill beds. But yeah, seems like the wacky rig might be the deal again. I've also got a couple other rods with me. I got a Texas rig worm set up, and then also a, oh, there's another one. Hang on, hold that thought. Oh, he popped off. Okay, yeah, like I was saying, wacky rig might be the ticket today. Brought a couple other setups, but if they're just gonna eat the wacky rig, then I'll probably just throw the wacky rig. Oh my God, there's another one. Oh, he took my worm. He took my worm. He took my worm. Okay. Good stuff, dog. Good stuff. A1 steak sauce. All right, we're gonna go back to this little guy. This was what I was throwing in the last video, this little ring fry. Seemed like it was getting bit real good at that last pond. And if they're gonna eat like a little shad color worm, that worm that we were using before was like a little like fighter shad color, and I feel like this little bright bluegill imitator is gonna get munched too. Oh, ate it top water. Does he have it? Oh, he does, yeah. Got him. That's a little better one. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. Oh, jumper guy. Okay. Yeah. A little bit better guy. Second fish of the day. That didn't take too long. Took my worm, but that's all right. Appreciate the bite anyway, bud. Nice. About the same size as the first one, a little bit bigger, but I'll definitely take that out of this little tiny pond. Sweet. Catch you later, homies. Whoa! All right. Fish number 3, I think. A little teeny tiny dude. Been bit a couple more times. I'm gonna keep casting up in this little area because I made some casts behind me into the creek. It didn't really seem like there was all too much over there. Later, home skillet. Appreciate the bite. Go ahead and terrorize them bluegills on your way out. Alrighty. Get back over there. Seems like there's quite a few fish up in that little area. Seem like they might be a little bit deeper than I think they are, but we'll just keep kind of fan casting around this little area, see if we can't get bit. I'm not going to spend too much more time here, but I think we may as well give it a couple more casts. There seem to be obviously some fish in the area, so we'll keep fishing here, although I don't want to stay here for too long, like I said, as we have quite a bit more of this pond to fish, and I feel like if we get out of this little back corner, we might actually run into a little bit better size quality. Oh no. Oh, that's actually a fish. I thought the turtle had it. It's a fish. It is a fish. It's a little fish, but it's a fish. I saw this turtle swimming right over to where I dropped my lure in the water, and I was like, oh no, he's definitely got that in his mouth because I felt him kind of tapping it. It's just a little dude. Take that though. Not on either side, buddy. He's got a little laceration right there. Oh, there's a bite. Got him. There we go. Oh, decent fish actually. Come here, friend. Hell yeah. All right. Hey, what do you know? I actually hooked up with a fish in more than one spot on a pond. Hell yeah. Come here, bud. Oh, there he goes. See you, bud. Quick release. Later, skater. Man, I'm telling y'all though, these little Lake Fork trophy lures, the ring fries, are pretty solid little bait, especially for what we're fishing right now. Very similar to, again, what we were fishing in the last video. Super shallow water, and these things have almost a neutral buoyancy to them, so they sink incredibly slow, especially if you're just throwing it on like a weightless wacky rig hook. And I think that little extra slow fall on this bait is actually helping us get a few more bites. Again, that worm that we were throwing around before fished a little bit faster. But yeah, we've only fished maybe like 10% of the pond here, so we got a whole bunch more water to cover back behind us. I think I might have to go run back to the car and grab some more worms at some point or another, but for right now, we're just gonna keep fishing these little Lake Fork lures, see if we can't pick up a few more. And that's only partially because we don't have any other worms with us. I guess I could probably take that little ribbon tail and fish that weightless or something, but I really like this little ring fry, especially for this specific application. Or I guess I should say it sinks pretty fast as opposed to this one, which sinks incredibly slow. So again, you're able to cover water a little bit more efficiently with that faster sinking one, but this one seems to be getting some bites, so I think we're gonna stick with it. Ooh, something's got it. Little largemouth. Hell yeah, brother. Watch this guy eat it right in front of me. I just saw my worm start swimming sideways. Ow, mother of God. All right, well, the hooks are sharp at least. That's good. Calm yourself down, brother. I'm gonna let you go. I don't even want you on the hook, let alone in my hand. Freaking giants, boys. Hell yeah. Whoa, energetic little fella at least. Ow, that fish somehow managed to hook me while the hook was still in his mouth. That didn't feel great. Just kind of pricked my little thumb ski right there. Don't love that, but we're gonna keep fishing around here. That was pretty cool though. I saw something up here behind me. That's why I kind of made like a weird roll cast behind me. I saw something kind of flick over there. So I figured I'd, oh, there's another one. Try it again. See if this works 2 times in a row. But yeah, I saw something kind of flick up over here behind me, and just made a little roll cast up there. I don't know if it was that exact fish per se. The actual blow up that I saw looked bigger than the fish I just caught, so it might have been another fish over here, or it might have just been a big old bluegill just kind of spooking something off its bed. But yeah, pretty solid day fishing so far. A bunch of little dudes so far, but I feel like there's got to be at least a couple more quality size fish in here somewhere. I also would love to come back out here at some point and maybe throw some topwater around. A little popper or something I bet would get absolutely massacred in here like early in the morning or late at night or something. So we'll keep that in mind for the future. But for right now, I think I'm just going to kind of enjoy the nice weather and see if we can catch ourselves a couple more largemouth. There's a bite. Got him. Oh, he's way up under the tree. Oh boy. Oh no. Buddy hung himself on the tree. Oh man. Well, that's not ideal. Oh man. I don't think I really have a choice except to break this little guy off, which is very unfortunate. I did not want to do that. But I think if I don't break him off, he's just gonna get tied up in this tree and die anyway. So we're gonna, yeah, sorry buddy. Apologies. He got me way wrapped up in that tree. That was wild. Huh. Well, I hope he can swim free from that. I feel real bad about doing that. I didn't feel good. But he got up underneath this whole big old tree and there wasn't really all that much I could do about it. But I guess we'll tie on another worm real quick and see if we can catch ourselves another one and get that one to the bank so I can unhook him and don't just leave him up stuck in a tree like that. Down to our second to last worm. Gonna have to make these last two count. We're a little bit less than halfway around the pond and I'm already running out of baits, which isn't great. But again, we have those ribbon tails, which I might just rig up weightless and kind of flick those around like a fluke. I also forgot to bring more wacky rig hooks, so we're fishing this thing on a weightless Texas rig right now. Again, just kind of twitching it the same way that you would a wacky rig, just popping it and letting it fall. Definitely helps the worm fall a little bit faster, so I don't mind that. Fish this thing a little bit more effectively. Again, I think that super slow presentation does get a lot of bites, but it is, again, super slow. So I think we'll be able to fish this a little bit faster, hopefully cover water a little bit more effectively, and hopefully these fish like this little weightless Texas rig. I can't imagine that these fish won't. If they're gonna eat a wacky rig, they'll probably eat a weightless Texas rig again. Ooh. Okay, let's fish off this for a minute. This looks aight. It's a little deeper over here at least. I like that. Just walked by some other fishermen, funnily enough. I didn't actually think that a lot of other people knew about this spot. And I think I'm partially right. That was the first guy that I actually saw out here fishing. I've seen like some bobbers and stuff in the tree, but honestly, like way less than you normally see at most of these little community spots. So I don't think this pond gets actually fished too hard, which I like. I'll have to keep this one in mind for later. But he looked like he was more set up to go fish after some bluegill. Looks like he was going to try and catch some of those spawning gills up in that back corner. Oh, there's a bite. Oh, we dropped it. Pick it up again. Come on, bud. I think he's got it again. Yeah. Got him. Ooh, decent fish, actually. Probably the best one of the day. Let's go, boys. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, nice one. Oh, what up, cable? Jumper, cable. Jumper, cable. All right, just gonna flip this guy up on the bank. Not gonna lose him. Hell yeah. Little dude. Wow, he was barely hooked. Good thing I flipped him up when I did. He was probably about to come off. It's a fat little fish, so I'll take that for sure. Again, probably the best one of the day. Not really saying all that much. It's been catching a bunch of little dicks today, but I will for sure take it. Later, mama. Appreciate it. Peace. Alrighty, so they do seem to like the Texas rig. Doesn't seem like it's working as well as the wacky rig, but that's quite alright. We'll roll with it. Little time check for you guys. It is 5:40-ish. Only got probably another half hour or so to fish, just because I told my dad that I'd be home around 6:30 to make dinner for us. So we're gonna try and maybe catch 1 or 2 more fish before we gotta skedaddle. I at least want to go try and fish up over where we were catching them before, right in that first little spot. So I'm sure there's probably at least a couple more fish over there. All right, folks, I think that's about all she wrote. It is, oh, exactly 6 p.m. actually, so I should probably head on out of here. I told my dad I was gonna be home at 6, and I haven't even left, obviously, so we're gonna skedaddle. But yeah, I'll meet you guys back at the car, and we'll finish out this video there. Pretty solid day of fishing though. I definitely like this little spot. Definitely gonna be coming back here at some point. Again, I want to throw some topwater and stuff around. There's even like another little pond up over that way, which I think I mentioned in the beginning of the video, but we didn't even fish that pond. It looks super good for a frog. So we're definitely gonna have to come back out here at some point. Whew. Alrighty folks. Well, that's gonna do it for today's video. Super successful little send out here at the pond. Again, last time I was out here, I really didn't have great luck. So it's great to know that there's actually some fish in here. And we'll definitely be coming back to fish here. I want to try and hit this other little pond. It looks mostly gated off, but if we can figure out a way to get back there, I'd really like to throw a frog back there. But again, like I said, it is just after 6 right now. I told my dad I'd be home right about now, so we're going to get on the road. Both of the baits that we caught fish on will be linked down in the description for you guys as per usual. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me. I'll check them and wreck them, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.